Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Houston Texans and Azeez Al-Shaair are agreeing to a contract restructure, which will save the Houston Texans about $6.3 million in cap space. And the Texans want to note this. The Texans, after trading for Christian Kirk and re-signing both Dre and Gabalaway and Kurt Heinisch in the last couple of days, they went from this was after restructuring Nico Collins' contract. They were in a situation where they had about $16 million in cap space to spend this offseason. You can go over, but only $16 million above the cap the Texans were, and so the Texans actually went below the cap when they traded for Kirk and re-signed DeRay and Kurt Heinisch, and so they were under the cap, but not by much, by only around $700,000. And with this restructured contract for Azeez Al-Shaair, the Texans do go back above the cap, only about like $5 million, a little bit over $5 million now, but it will be higher now that the Texans have released Shaq Mason as well. Love the moves the Texans have made today with restructuring Azeez's contract. 11 games, 11 starts this year. Amazing year from him. He had one of his best seasons in the league and had the least amount of games he's ever played in a season. So 11 games, 11 starts this season for Azeez, and he had 2 forced fumbles, which is the most he's ever had in a season, 4 passes defense, which is the third most he's ever had in a season. 2 forced, I already went over the 2 forced fumbles, 2 sacks for Azeez this year. That's tied for the most he's ever had in a season, and still only played 11 games. And he had 70 tackles, which is the third most he's ever had in a season, and 7 tackles for loss, which is tied for the second most he's ever had in a season, and a career high 7 QB hits this season. So one of his best years in the league, and he missed 6 games, missed 3 due to suspension. It was it was 3 due to suspension and missed 3 games due to injury. And so, he's very, very, very key to this Texans defense. Brings a lot of heart and hard hits as well. And I'm excited to see what he does for this defense next year. And I got to say this. I'm definitely going to be rooting harder for a guy like Azeez Al-Shaair and a guy like Nico Collins. Loved both of them before, and root for any Houston Texan, but I'm bigger fans of them for what they've done the last couple of days for this Texans team and restructuring their contracts. And Laremy Tunsil's not going to get that same cheer from me like Azeez and Nico are going to get if he doesn't restructure his contract. I really hope the Texans and him do that, because that can be key to the Houston Texans having a better offseason, is restructuring Laremy's contract. Really have to get that done as well. So you've done it with Al-Shaair, you've done it with Nico Collins, and next has to be Laremy Tunsil restructuring his contract. Let me know your thoughts on the Houston Texans making the multiple moves they made today with Shaq Mason and Azeez. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out. Go Texans.